Hello, my dear students. Welcome to SJ's classes. As part of this video lesson, you will get a short introduction to yet another Malayalam poet who is Vyloppilli Sreedhara Menon, and also my interpretations of the first few stanzas of his popular poem, The Son of Sahyan. This is the eighth poet I am going to discuss as part of my lecture series on 20th century Malayalam literature in English translation. Please do refer to my earlier video lessons to get an idea regarding other popular poets in Malayalam literature. Let's look at a short introduction to Vailoppilli Sreedhara Menon. Vailoppilli Sreedhara Menon was born on the 11th of May 1911 at Kallur in the Ernakulam district of the state of Kerala. He is a renowned Indian poet writing in Malayalam and is known for his works such as Kudiyurikal, Kannikoithu, and Mambaram. Kudiyurikal can be translated into English as eviction of the tenant. Kannikoithu means maiden harvest, and Mambaram is mango. He worked for 35 years as a school teacher and retired from service in 1966. Vyloppilli was an active associate of the Samasta Kerala Sahitya Parishad, the biggest forum for Malayalam writers at that time, and also served as the first president of Purogamana Kala Sahitya Sangam, which is the organization of the progressive writers in Kerala, founded in 1981 under the leadership of Vyloppilli. He started writing under the pen name Ahmad Riaz, and his first collection, Kannikoithu, which came out in 1947, attracted the attention of critics with its innovative style, which broke from the romantic tradition. Srilega, which was published in 1950, was his second collection, and it contained some of his important poems such as Jalasejanam, Pandangal, and Unalil. The work which made him really famous is Kudiyurikal, Eviction of the Tenant. It was published in 1952. Many critics regard this long poem as his magnum opus. The poem is a ruthless self examination of a middle class landowner who realizes that the future belongs not to himself but to his poor tenant, whom he despises at heart. He is considered by literary historians as one of the major voices in Malayalam poetry who marked the transition from the Romantic to the modern era. He played a major role together with poets like Idasheri Govindan Nair and P. Kunyiraman Nair in bringing about radical changes to the poetical sensibility of the period before modernism. He was a recipient of several honors including Sahitya Academy Award, Kerala Sahitya Academy Award for Poetry, Vayalar Award, and Odakural Award. He has also represented Kerala in the National Poets Meetings held at Delhi in 1951 and 1969, and also held in Bangalore in 1965. Vyloppilli Sreedhara Menon died on 22nd December 1985. So that is all about the poet. Now let's move into his poem, The Son of Sahyan. The Son of Sahyan, with the Malayalam title Sahyante Makan, was originally published in 1944 and included in the collection Kannikoithu. This poem depicts the wild imaginations of an elephant. While at a festival, the elephant remembers his happy childhood in the forest of Sahyan, which is the Western Ghats. His mind wanders off into the forest, free from the shackles of the culture. At some point in the poem, the elephant loses touch with the world of reality and becomes a victim of his own fantasy. Let's read the first stanza. In the temple courtyard, tall torches shed undulating radiance. The festival goes on. The very first stanza sets the locale, the setting of the poem. We do not yet know who the speaker is, but we understand that we are in a temple premise and that there is a festival in progress at the temple. In the temple courtyard, the courtyard, the space which is surrounded by a wall, what you call as muttam in Malayalam, the frontage of a particular infrastructure or edifice. In the temple courtyard, tall torches shed undulating radiance. Undulating means one that increases and decreases. So you have these tall torches. You can call it pandam in Malayalam. You have these tall torches being lit up, and it is shedding. It is giving out an undulating radiance. The festival goes on. The festival is progressing. Surging streams of gold in front of elephants 15, black rocks resplendent with bubbly frontlets. Surging streams of gold. Surging means rise rapidly. The reference is probably to the fire torches. The fire, the brightness of the fire. The torches are being probably described as surging streams of gold. In front of elephants 15. So these torches are held in front of 15 elephants. Black rocks. These elephants are being called as black rocks. Black rocks resplendent with bubbly frontlets. Now, frontlets are an adornment worn on the forehead. You know how they decorate the elephants during the festival. The entire setting of a festival, the caparisoned elephants that they arrange, the dazzling parasols that the men hold, the men who sit on top of the elephant hold, the big umbrella. That is what I'm talking about. That is what a parasol is. And the percussion music that happens at a temple festival. So you are familiar with all these sights and sounds that come as part of a temple festival. So that is our locale, that is our setting of the poem. Like a dappled valley in full bloom, lingers the crowd, wrapped in rhythms, their heads swaying with the music of many an instrument playing in unison. Like a dappled valley. Dappled means colored with streaks. So this valley seems to be colored with many numerous colors, streaks of colors. Like a dappled valley in full bloom, lingers the crowd. So the crowd is being described as a dapple valley in full bloom. You have different shades, people wearing different clothes, wearing different kinds of jewelry, accessories. So the speaker feels that the speaker is at a place or a dapple valley in which is in very full bloom. Like a dapple valley in full bloom lingers the crowd, wrapped in rhythms, their heads swaying with the music. So the people are enjoying the music, they are swaying, they are moving themselves to and fro. That is what swaying means. They are swaying their heads with the music, so they are involving themselves with the music, with the percussion instruments, their heads swaying with the music of many an instrument playing in unison. So there are many instruments, many musical instruments that are being used for creating this percussion music, and the people are enjoying. They are involving themselves with the music, and all these instruments they are being played in unison. They occur together, they are being played in unison. Men sit in groups, chatting away, relishing the pleasure of chewing betel. Some comment, Naughty is the tusker standing there in the middle. So, what we have been comprehending from the first three stanzas is the speaker describes to us the various sights and sounds that it is able to understand or grab from the particular setting. In this stanza, it discusses or it narrates to us a group of men who are sitting and chatting. They are relishing the pleasure of chewing betel leaves. And some among the men they make this comment, Naughty is the tusker standing there in the middle. So these men they were commenting on one of the tusker that was standing in the middle, and the comment is that he is very naughty. Normally, people who have this craze for elephants, they use the word kurumban, and that is what is being meant here. So the comment is Naughty is the tusker. Tusker means the elephant. Tusker standing there in the middle. Evil spirits whisper in the deep caverns of the tusker's great forehead, on which in a golden idol reigns the divine. Evil spirits whisper in the deep caverns. Caverns means a large cave. Probably the reference is to the ears of the elephant. And the speaker imagines that evil spirits are whispering to this big, huge elephant. Evil spirits whisper in the deep caverns of the tusker's great forehead, on which, in a golden idol, reigns the divine. So you have the golden deity, you have the deity being carried on top of the elephant. Not fully drained is the juice from the last rutting season, yet he stands majestic in the festive row. What lofty magnificence! Not fully drained is the juice from the last rutting season. Rutting season is mating season. Yet he stands majestic. So, in spite of that, he stands majestic in a grand manner. Yet he stands majestic in the festive row. What lofty magnificence! So, seeing this elephant, the caparisoned elephants, the dazzling parasols, one cannot just escape noticing this all, you know, decked up setting that the person witnesses. Yet he stands majestic in the festive row. What lofty magnificence! So the elephants they stand in great dignity, with great dignity, and it's indeed a splendid sight to see. Each moment, those tusks, matchless in might, may be yearning to accomplish many a feat adventurous. So each moment, those tusks, referring to the elephants again, matchless in might. So their strength cannot be actually compared to anything else. They are ones with extreme strength. Each moment, those tusks, matchless in might, may be yearning to accomplish many a feat adventurous. So they might be deciding strongly. They might be deciding strongly to accomplish many a feat adventurous. He might want to embark on great adventures. The tuskers, the elephants, each moment they might be wanting, they might be desiring, they might be yearning to do or to go on a great adventure. Perhaps bloody dreams surge in his eyes. A frantic trunk digs the soil. The helpless priest shudders in terror. Perhaps bloody dreams surge in his eyes. So at times he might want to go on a great adventure, an adventurous journey, and at times perhaps he might be seeing bloody dreams, and this might surge in his eyes. And when he sees this, a frantic trunk digs the soil. And frantic means agitated. He digs the soil with his trunk. And the priest, he feels frightened. He trembles. He shivers. He shudders because the elephant is behaving in an agitated manner. Let the ocean of noise heave unabated, and the walls of fire seethe. Let the crowd jostle around. Let the ocean of noise heave. Heave means to become huge or increase. Unabated. Unabated means to continue at full strength. Let the festivities continue. Let the celebrations continue. Let the festival continue. The walls of fire seethe. Seethe means burn. Let the walls of fire seethe. Let the crowd jostle around. So, in spite of the agitated behavior of the elephants, everybody feels that the festivities must continue. Let the crowd jostle around. Jostle means to move around by pushing and pulling or by shoving on each other. Let the strong fetters bind him to pillars. Let the frail mahat keep the spiky pole aslant his body. Let the strong fetters, fetters means chains or shackles for the ankles or feet. Let the strong fetters bind him to pillars. Let the strong chains, bind him to pillars. Bind him here refers to the elephant. Let him bind him to the pillars. Let the frail mahat, frail means weak. Let the weak mahat, mahat is the person who drives the elephant, the driver of the elephant. You can call him like that. Let the frail mahat keep the spiky pole. Spiky pole is the goad, the stick that is used to control this animal. Let the frail mahat keep the spiky pole aslant his body. Aslant means keep slanted, to charge in on the elephant in case it goes out of control. So let the mahat be ready. Let it be chained to the pillars. So that should put the elephant under control. Let's stop there. I will discuss the remaining stanzas in the next video lesson. Thank you so much for watching.